Welcome to Beers and Brawls, the show where my guests and I drink beer and talk all things wrestling. I'm your host Jared, and we've got a special episode today. Joining me is a referee. You've seen him on all companies all over Adelaide, Rampage, ACW, Riot City, PWSA, Powerslam. I could list all of them. Go on for a week. But he is the man, the senior referee, Alex Alexson. Alex, welcome to the show. I see you've come dressed to the occasion.
Oh, absolutely.
very, very good, man. I appreciate you coming on here. Something different for us for Beers and Brawls. We've had obviously wrestlers, managers, and now we finally got ourselves a referee.
I'm the first one too, aren't I?
First referee on the show. There you go. And to celebrate, we'll have some whiskey and open you up a bit. How do we sound?
Yeah, I'll give it my best try. Haven't done whiskey before.
That's alright. Let's see you're on the hard stuff, mate. So.
Hey, that's exactly right. A bit of Bailey, milk.
A bit of Devondale. Who wants to give us a sponsorship? That's gonna curdle really nice with the whiskey, mate. You're gonna be feeling great later. So we better not go too hard on these. But Alex, thank you for coming on today's show. Cheers. Cheers. Let's get into it.
Wow.
Oh. So, the life of the referee. Obviously, you're not always in there taking bumps and taking hits and that sort of stuff. But how's the body feeling after being doing this for such a long time?
Well, I started when I was about 15 years old, and I'm turning 26. No, I am 26. Turning 27, sorry.
There you go, nice.
And yeah, it's starting to catch up with me a little bit. I used to be able to do it a lot faster, a lot more agile.
Yeah.
But, you know, comes with age.
How's the hand holding up from all the tapping?
Yeah, good. Probably when I turn around 50 years old, I won't be able to use it anymore. I'll be like, yeah. But, you know, for now, it's going really well.
Yeah. Are you the same hand every time, or do you swap?
I've always used righty.
Always righty?
But sometimes you're in a position where, like, the shoulders are down, you have to use the left, but it looks like shit. It looks horrible. I'm not a lefty guy.
Do you critique your performances?
Yeah, like, I watch it back and, like, sometimes I'm like, oh, whoa, that was really good. I'm really happy I did that, or I'm really happy to be a part of that moment in the moment. Sometimes I've been a part of some bad stuff, some pretty shitty stuff, and, you know, but yeah, I always try to critique myself because, the only, you know, there are some people I ask for advice to get better and stuff, but the only one who can really push you forward is yourself. So yeah, that's the only reason why I am where I'm at now, is by constant...
Nice, improving yourself, getting better, yeah, nice. What referees have you looked up to, maybe in WWE, that sort of stuff, or around this area? What sort of referees did you look up to and ask for advice throughout Australia?
Big WWE ref fan, like Charles Robinson, Chad Patton. The best one I've seen is El Hebner. I try to be a mix of Charles Robinson and El Hebner with my counts and the way I do my, like, so you keep the speed, but then in those dramatic moments, you slow it down, and everyone, you can feel the energy in a room where everyone's just so eager to see, is this it? Is this the moment where the match ends? Or are they going to kick out and the match is going to keep going, you know?
Yeah.
Very fun, very interesting. But yeah, I've actually messaged quite a few people, like Rick Knox.
Okay,
and stuff like that, and I've sent videos to them and see how I went and stuff. And yeah, they said I've done well, and hopefully one day I would love to ref like American Indies, like PWG, and maybe get a contract, and God, that's the dream.
Well, you've done every company in Adelaide. Have you done any like of the companies that come over here, like the World Series or any of those that come over here? Have you done any of those?
I haven't done World Series yet, but that's my next goal. Nice. One of my big goals is, I've done a lot in Adelaide wrestling. Yeah. I would love to go interstate. I would learn to love from other refs from around Australia and then around the world. World Series wrestling to me is a really big goal, to like a big step forward for me to test where I'm at, how other people from the world can see how I'm at, so I can improve. And yeah, just like I've had BCW, Brisbane City Wrestling.
Oh yeah, nice. Yeah.
Battle Championship.
Battle Championship, yeah.
Yeah, Battle Championship Wrestling. Sorry.
We've got a little helper in here today, so
they brought in internationals, and I've ref them like Tichiri and stuff like that,
nice.
and that was
That's
really
cool.
that was very fun.
Nice, man, absolutely. No, awesome. So, obviously, fans of the show, you've seen him around on all the shows, reffing and stuff like that. So, great ref, great guy, and we're gonna get into our rapid fire questions. I know we just had a lot of questions just then, but go through a bit of standard procedures here and hit up some 10 and 5.
Do my best.
Are you ready for this?
I hope
Better
so.
have a drink to get you ready, mate. Alright, so let's get this computer up and running. Alright, the timer starts. Oops, did I start? Yeah, now. So we touched on it before, but who are you? Give us a quick backstory, if there's any more backstory that we already talked about there.
I'm Alex Alexson. I'm a referee for Adelaide. I've been doing it since I was 15 years old, and yeah, I'm gonna keep going until I die.
Nice. Well, hopefully not in the ring. Hopefully at a very old age. When you said obviously when you started getting into wrestling or reffing, but did you try being a wrestler first?
October 1st, 2010 is the date of my first wrestling show as a ref.
Yeah.
And originally I did the tryout at Snake Pit Pro Wrestling at the time as a wrestler, as a rookie wrestler.
Yeah.
I found it extremely difficult, and bumps suck. Bumps suck. They really do. And I don't know, I just kind of, one day there was a referee training seminar and I was like, oh, give it a try, and I just fell in love with it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, because they didn't have at the time, you'd have to take the ring, take it to a wrestling venue, and then bring it back and set it up. But no one set it up, so they were just like, we got some black mats, why not do some ref training? And yeah, and I just fell in love with it. I was like, man, this is really cool, yeah.
I like that, man, nice. Who's your favourite wrestler and why? If you can narrow it down to one or two.
My favourite wrestler, I think, is Kurt Angle.
Ooh, nice.
Because he is a perfect mix of everything. He's intense, he's funny, he's charismatic, he can do good, like, his moveset's incredible, he can have you in the palm of your hand, he can make you hate him, he can make you love him. He could not possibly have a bad match.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
I like that answer.
And from what I've seen, I think he seems like a really cool dude as well outside of wrestling.
Yeah, man, nice.
And yeah, that's probably my favourite one, I think.
Good answer, good answer. What's your favourite match that you've been a part of?
Whoa, man.
I know you've been a part of many, many matches, but if you can pick one out of the bunch.
I've got two.
Yeah, go.
And I think it was around 20... I can't remember the actual year, but it was final battle at Snake Pit Pro Wrestling. It was HRPW versus Snake Pit. It was around 2015. Around 2015, HRPW versus Snake Pit. The very end, there was a match that happened between Blake Mitchell, Cannonball, Johnny was in there, me, and there was this big superhero moment where HRPW, there was Battle for Control, HRPW referee was there, and I just blasted him, and I stole the moment, and then, yeah, it was just such a really good swerve, and the crowd was so hot. There was a Raka getting to ref the Grandpa versus, what was it, Ronald match that was in the, that was absolutely insane. And Wrestle Rampage last year, they had a big blow-off match, big Renegades versus the Wrestle Rampage Loyalists, and man, that match itself was just crazy. It was about 50 minutes, and I don't know, I was sitting there and I looked around the crowd, and people were standing up applauding the efforts of the wrestlers, and I'm just like, man, this is why we do it, it's those type of moments.
It's what you want to be a part of. Nice. Do you have two wrestlers that you would love to wrestle, like your dream referee, your dream opponents?
There's a lot of indie people, like Slex, for instance. I've never reffed him before. The World Series Wrestling itself, they bring in all the talent that I would love to ref. There's no one really in particular, But the people that I have in refs, they're the people that I want now. Like, I've done a lot of repetitive stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and I've made a lot of friends and
new wrestlers,
new experiences. Yeah.
Absolutely. Which wrestler in Australian wrestling would you challenge to a drinking competition?
You know what? I reckon I would challenge Jonathan Corbidet.
Nice.
I think he'd be a good one.
He's been on this show. He's smashed a few down, so
yeah, I think
he got some competition.
I think he'd be very fun, very entertaining.
Your most embarrassing moment in the ring?
So, recently there was a match at Pro Wrestling South Australia between Twisted J and Johnny Radic. There was about two chairs that were set up, or 4 chairs that were set up with a stop sign in the middle, and Twisted J goes up, gets powerbombed through, the chair explodes outwards and hits me right in the groin, and I go down like a sack of potatoes. And yes, there is definitely a Simpsons meme of "oh my groin" video that I will show Mr. Jared after this.
Nice. So. I'll look forward to seeing that. Time has run out, but I'm going to ask a couple more questions. We're just going to keep talking. You touched on it before, but your goals in wrestling at the moment, and refereeing, that sort of stuff.
I've thought about, outside of reffing, I've thought about maybe giving managing a try. Yeah. I've thought about, I really like the way, I'm not a big fan of doing the wrestling moves themselves. I like the story behind wrestling. I like the art, the drama, how you can control people's emotions and stuff like that. And as a referee, honestly, as a referee, you do have that power with certain moments in wrestling at the end of the match and stuff like that. But I don't know, it's something I've always thought about. I've been reffing a long time. Maybe sometimes I think, it'd be cool for a new scene and give that a try. But other than that, with my reffing, it's absolutely World Series Wrestling. And I'm doing my best to get on there as soon as possible.
Man, absolutely. Well, now that obviously we've the world's opened up again, they can travel. They've got those series coming up in a week's time around Australia. So things are happening again. So there's definitely an opportunity.
It's really cool. I know a couple of my friends in the business that are on those shows. So it's really at the moment. It's the elite workers, the elite people are on those shows.
There's some great talent on that show.
There's a lot of talent that I think that should also be on those shows, some new talent. Yeah. But like the Purgatory and Matt Hayden and stuff, I really think. Oh no, big Matt Hayden guy. But
not a fan.
But yeah, I just think there's a lot of those type of people.
He's good.
There's a lot of those type of people where I'm like, these guys just need an opportunity to work some veterans from around the world that then they can't afford sometimes to go over to the States. Yeah. And I'm like, now that they've come back, hopefully the tour does so well that they continue it and more opportunities open up.
Definitely. So buy a ticket, guys. It's as we're recording this, it's in a week's time. So get your tickets to the Adelaide show if you're in Brisbane, Melbourne, Sydney, wherever it is. Get a ticket. Hit them up. You've got people like Buddy Murphy's on there, or whatever his name is now. Old John Morrison's on there, those sort of guys. So really good talent on there, and then obviously all the locals that are on there as well. Alright, so the time has run out, the questions are done, but I just want to hit you with one big question. Well, it's going to be multiple big questions. I'm going to do every company that you've worked in. Well, no, 4 companies, because there is 4 companies. I want you to name the top 3 wrestlers in Rampage, in your opinion, Rampage, Riot City, PWSA, and ACW. And I want these to be guys that are originals to those companies. So take your time, have a think, have a drink, relax. This is just change it up. Your personal top 3. If you can't think of top 3, top 2. We'll go to an ad break and we'll come back. Alright Alex, we're back from our ad break. You've had a think. List us your wrestlers. We'll start with PWSA.
Well, PWSA, my top one would be Acid Haze.
Nice, nice.
My second one would be Johnny Radic.
Yeah.
And my
Had to be.
third would be Kincaid.
Nice. All right. ACW.
ACW. Well, my top one would be Jesse Hendy.
Nice. Yeah.
He's improved so much since I fit from where he started as a kid at 12 years old. Absolutely insane where he's at now. My second one would be Joe Mundy. I think Mundy's very underrated for his work.
Definitely. Yeah.
He's just someone that he's one of those people that you could put up against anyone, and I genuinely think he has enough character and ability in the ring. He could have a good match with anyone.
Yeah,
I really do think that. But then the third one, he's not there anymore. But the one I actually really liked was Isaac Bailey.
Oh yeah.
Isaac Bailey, his gimmick and the way he's just so different to what I've seen.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Nice.
he'd do really well with
Who?
Purgatory.
Yeah,
I he fit in
true.
well,
Yeah, if they play well with others, they might be able to add someone else in there. Let's go to Riot City Wrestling.
Top one, probably be Hayden. Hayden would be top.
Yeah.
Second one would be Chris Basso.
Ooh, yeah, definitely.
There's so many. Oh, that sounds so corny, but
No,
there's
some
lot.
good talent in there, definitely.
I think the third one would probably be Baron. I think Baron.
Nice.
I think he's
Nice.
someone.
Well, this is your top three, so yeah. Definitely.
He's someone I could definitely see in the main event scene at RCW at the moment. I'm just waiting for him to get that opportunity to break through as a singles guy in the main. I think he could have a really good run here.
Nice. All right, and we'll finish with Rampage.
My top one is Will Gibson. He's actually probably
Nice.
one of my favourite workers I've been in the business with. He's absolutely phenomenal and very underrated, and he hits like a truck. Absolutely insane. My second one would probably be Tommy Knight.
Yeah.
He's very similar style,
Very good.
very hard hitting. He's breaking through doors.
Yeah,
and
he's popping
tearing them
everywhere,
down.
right?
Yeah, he's doing really well, and Rat Daddy as well. Rat Daddy is also smashing doors, and his character is absolutely completely
his
different.
Promos are crazy, man.
Yeah, he doesn't have to say a word, and he can tell the story that needs to be told, and he can invest you in a character that doesn't speak.
Yeah.
That's absolutely crazy.
And smokes cheese.
With the PWSA one, I want to add two people there as a bit of a bonus.
All right.
Jake Viper and Michael Weaver.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, those two for the last 8 to 10 years have been a big part of PWSA's growth, and they trained a lot of young wrestlers.
Yeah.
Today, they trained Matt Hayden, they helped Hayden wrestle, they helped Acid Hayes, interstate wrestlers like Adam Crow, Jonathan Corviday. There's so many wrestlers where I just think wouldn't be where they are now without the influence of those two people.
Nice. No, good little bonus to add. All right, we're gonna get into our photos now.
Oh no!
Now I know, Mr. Alex Alexson, you don't have much of a social media presence with your refereeing stuff, so I'm not going to tell the people where I dug these photos from. But let's just say I have a source that sent me some photos, and we're going to go through and look at them. Are you ready?
Oh, I hope so.
Look, they're definitely photos you've seen before. None of you as a kid in your undies or anything like that. We'll look at them later, but no, I'm joking. That's gross. Starting from as far back as I could find in your career, that is, to now. Photo number 1. There's you. Mr. Referee, sorry, it's a bit small, but everyone at home can see these as well.
Wow.
And what's going on here? Who's in the ring here?
It's the Luch giving a frog splash to Tommy Venom.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it's a bit of an old one. I reckon that was from like 2011 or 2012.
Near the start of your career?
I was like, yeah, like 2 years in.
There you go. Well, we got to get number... Triple H! He's doing the rock eyebrow and he's got the Triple H hammer. What's going on there, young fella?
Well, honestly, the backstory behind this is actually pretty small. There was a wrestler called the Jackal, and he had a gimmick of having a sledgehammer, and he smashed someone in the head with it. And after the show was done, I went to the outside to grab his hammer to give it back to him, and a fan was actually taking photos and was like, "Alex, turn around. I'll take a picture of you." And so, being a cool kid that I was, I thought, why not do the rock out eyebrow while holding a sledgehammer on Triple H? And oh man, this really takes me back because there was just, oh man, that was around when I first started as well, like 2013, I think.
Nice.
It's crazy.
Next one here, you got someone trying to pull your pants down there?
Well, I'm very sorry, but I don't actually remember the wrestler's name that's doing this to me. But he's actually, this is one of my first times as a referee getting involved in wrestling.
I think the next one here is...
Yeah,
there you go.
Very first time, one of the few first times I've been in a ring and someone gave me a wrestling move and tried to run me into the ropes and give me a German suplex.
Sure.
And obviously from the photo before this, I decided to go no dice.
No dice.
I was like, I'm holding on for my dear life here.
Like that. There it is.
And luckily the wrestler was let go so I could move forward from there.
Alright, next one here we got...
What
are you doing there, mate?
Now, look, as flattering as this photo is...
Hung up in the corner? Had a big night?
I actually had a thought that this photo might come up. And the story behind this one's pretty cool. This was my first ref versus wrestler wrestling match. So the opponent I was wrestling was the Luch.
Okay.
Rest in peace. Yeah, he was the bad guy.
Yeah.
Picking on the officials, bullying me. And I was like, you know what? We're in professional wrestling.
Let's have a match.
Let's have a goddamn match. And Luch was so confident in that match that he decided to let me pick the special guest referee. And I was like, who could get me this W? Because that's what wrestling's about, getting the win.
Definitely.
So, as by the shirt, I recruited the Jackal, who's like 7 foot, jacked, and obviously carries sledgehammers and beats people's heads in. So, that's... Luch actually, in this match, put me in this position, and I was so flabbergasted that I could even get myself in this position. And obviously he smashed me a couple times in the face with his fist, and that's why I'm all loopy going, whoa. And luckily my pants didn't split, and I actually won that match.
Well, I've heard a rumour that ref versus wrestlers, you're undefeated.
Yes, in the contents of an actual wrestling ring, I have not lost a one-on-one match. In fact, there's one wrestler in particular I have smashed him every single time. And that's Jonathan Corviday. We've actually had a lot of matches together. I think we've had 2. There was going to be a third. There's a bit of a story behind the third. The first match we had at a Sunday Slam, which is a bit of a smaller show just for shits and giggles. And we had a really fun time. We had a second match, which was a tag team match. It was me and Acid Hayes versus Jonathan Corviday and his best friend, who he loves.
Where'd that come from?
He loves so much, Tex Rogers. And in that match, I was like, what maneuver can I use to put down Jonathan Corviday? One move that no one's kicked out of. No, it's just unstoppable. And I thought to myself, you know who's dominant? Brock Lesnar. And I think me and Brock, we have very similar physiques. We have very similar physiques. So I was like, I could just F5 Corviday. So I nicknamed it the Ref 5.
Ooh.
Yeah, better get my own pun in there.
Nice.
And I hit it so hard that I knocked myself out. Yeah, like I threw it and thinking I'm Brock Lesnar, launched, and I went and I smashed my head on the ground, and I was seeing stars. But you know what? I hurt Jonathan Corviday more because I was able to get the pin. But unfortunately,
How do you remember what you were doing after that?
I don't know. I really don't know. I watched it back. Watching it back helped. And the funniest part about that isn't even me knocking myself out on a ref of. It's Jonathan Corviday obviously isn't that good of a sore loser. He's a bit of a sore loser. So he thought he wanted to do a bit of arts and craft after the match. And I was against that. So he decided, you know what, he brought scissors for the arts and craft. And he stabbed me in the head with the scissors. Yeah, he was like, I'm playing arts and crafts. And just nailed me, and
Stabbed you in the head. Oh.
I bled crazy. I'll send the photos I've got of me bleeding like crazy. Hopefully you can put it in.
We'll put it up there. We'll put it on something. We'll put it on the.
But yeah, I bled a lot, and it was the first time I've ever bled. And the story behind this, we were originally, a lot of people don't know this. Originally, it was going to be. Remember, I'm a referee, right? Remember this. It was going to be a first blood steel cage match against Jonathan Corviday for me to get my vengeance.
What?
You know what I mean? But, you know, as a referee, I thought, that's a bit too far.
Too far.
So instead, I substituted a wrestler who got my revenge for me, Acid Hayes, and he smashed Jonathan Corviday to bits, yeah.
Nice.
Mm.
That was a good story at Ref 5. I like that. Next one here.
There we go. That's proof. That's proof. I beat the Luch. 1, 2, 3. And that's the Jackal as the ref. Yes, I've been knocked unconscious, but that doesn't matter. That's not the point. Obviously, you can see it's a clean 1, 2, 3.
Shoulders are down.
Done.
Beautiful. I like it. Next one here, we got who's that girl that you're with?
Oh, well. A lot of people may not recognise him, but from when I'm looking, the guy on the right, that's Matt Hayden.
It's a boy. Shit.
That is the ego himself, Matt Hayden, as a child.
Look how cute he was.
Yeah, he was very young. He was up and coming. We actually started, I think he started a year or two just after me.
Okay. Yeah.
And he's someone.
So you can't let him push you around then. You're the vet.
Oh, well, I pushed him so hard he left the company, mate. He went to Riot City and, you know, just to stay away from me.
Yeah, that's fair enough. And who's the other one there?
The one on the left is Adam Crow.
Adam Crow. Oh, yeah, of course. Yep.
They used to be a tag team. They were tag team champions for a while. Just gonna look to the voice to the side. Was it the Young Studs?
Yes.
Yeah, it was the Young Studs. Bobby, you'll have Matt Hayden here on your program one day, hopefully.
I'm hoping. I'm saving up all my pennies to pay for him because he's a very, very expensive lad.
But he is someone who, from the beginning, got told he sucked. He was horrible. He got beat down. We both did. We both got told a lot how sucky we were. We're not going to last. And all that stuff. And where we're at now, like, I've seen Hayden grow into the person he is now. It's fucking crazy. And where I'm at, like, being able to help teach younger referees and stuff, I just look at this photo and remember, man, you know, I still message Hayden every now and then just to keep up to date with him. And he just did a Flaming Tables match.
He did,
really good.
So, really good match. Really
he's on the top of his game at the moment.
Check that out on Riot City YouTube, guys. Next one here, you can't really, it's just... I got this one here because there's a lot of wrestlers in this one. You're tucked away right at the back there. I know it's hard to see, but who are you next to? You're next to Colossus?
Yeah, the guy on the left in the white, that's Colossus. Look how slim he is.
Look at him.
He's tiny.
Little lad. And then who you got on your right?
Acid Hayes. That's a young Acid Hayes.
And then who's in the green jocks?
Dale Summers.
There we go.
Bobby V, the guy with the cross on his back giving the suplex.
Yeah.
And Charles Jordan. Voice in my head. Is it Charles Jordan?
Yes.
Yeah, Charles Jordan is the one taking the suplex. This is one of the first, from my memory, one of the first.
Why are there so many wrestlers just standing out the ring?
It was the Battlefield match.
Oh.
Yeah, PWSA / Snake Pit. We have a match called Battlefield matches where like 4 competitors 4 or 5 from each team, one start, and the others on the team are on the outside cheering on their team. And after a certain amount of time, one wrestler will come in, then the next, and the next. And this is one of the first ones, I'm pretty sure. Can't remember off the top of my head, but this is one of the first ones.
Nice. Next one here, you and a fan?
Oh yeah, I look like a fucking freak. I look like a fucking freak.
You look very happy to get a selfie.
This is, again, honestly, this is probably one of the first people to ever want to take a photo with me. I think I was going to the toilet or getting some water or something, and the fan was like,
you got a nice little fan there. That's
good.
And
the fan was like, "Oh, here, do you want to take a photo?" And I just shit my pants
and then you're used to the stardom, aren't you?
I've had a lot of kids actually come up to me and be like, "Yo, the way you react in the ring sometimes is crazy. You're so funny. Oh, thank you, like, for doing, your hard work and doing the show sometimes by yourself." It's really rewarding.
You're doing your job, man. That's awesome. Next one here. Look at the beard on him. What the hell is going on there?
Well, that's the first time I ever knew I could grow a beard.
Who's in the ring? Is that Paul Roberts?
That is Paul Roberts laying out Matt Hayden.
Oh no!
Yeah. I can't.
That a match?
I don't think they're wrestling. I'm pretty sure Matt Hayden faced a wrestler called LJ Onyx in a TLC match, and the end of that match, Hayden lost. And I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong,
Hayden doesn't lose,
but pushed Paul Roberts, and Paul Roberts being a man, he decided to Roberts line from hell and just clothesline the shit out of him. And this is the landing of Hayden getting corkscrewed. But what's more important is you can see my rolls. You can see my fat rolls there. I think that's way more important.
Started to develop. You got the beard. I like the beard though. Look at that.
Yeah, that was the first time I knew I could grow a beard.
That's a thick beard.
Yeah, now it's got a little bit of a goatee going on.
And the hair, the long hair. That's good.
I'm also shitting myself because I don't know what's happening.
Whoa, I put this one on just for the YouTube views, obviously. Just kidding, but there we go. We got you at Riot City at Mount Gambier.
Yeah, this is one of the first shows I've ever done for Riot City. We're at Mount Gambier doing a New Year's show.
You shaved the beard though.
Oh God, no, I've got a bit of a goatee. A bit of a goatee, but yeah, I was really nervous. I was meeting some of them worked at PWSA before, but I was really nervous in front of new people, new crowd. I've never, a lot of us all stayed in one hotel, not hotel, but a house together. And that was my first introduction to a lot of the guys, and I still hang out with them now. They're very much, they've grown up a lot and do all the companies now, and including these two, so they're an easy draw.
Should we make this the fun now? I'm just kidding.
Oh, well, me screaming like,
talking about Mount Gambier. Oh fuck, I should have put this photo on there.
Wow, yeah, look at
There's someone that shouldn't be in there.
Oh, who's that?
I don't know, someone wearing a belt. But look at that crew there. Look at that.
Yeah.
Orbiday, Izzy Shaw, Scotty Hartman, that'd be one of his first matches as well.
I actually think it was.
Young Scotty.
Oh, who's that guy over there? Is that...
I don't know.
Red Shaw?
Oh, that bloke. Look at Jet's beard.
Clean.
Jesus, look at that. You got Down Under, Savannah, Cray, with no beard.
Got Baron. I didn't know Baron took photos.
Baron, Antivirus. Where's he gone? Kit Condor.
But yeah, you look at me here, you can actually see how nervous I am.
Oh, yeah, look at you.
I look a little jittery, a little nervous there.
I get to be in a Riot City photo.
But yeah, it was actually really fun, very rewarding.
That's on New Year's, isn't it? Mount Gambier?
Yeah, I think it was 2019. Yeah, 2019.
Right before the world went to shit, hey?
Well, what do you mean?
What a time.
What do you mean? I've been living in a bomb shelter. Just making sure.
With Johnny?
No, I come out to ref shows. And I'm back in.
You live with Johnny Radic there?
I did at one point, but
We're talking of, there he is.
Hey.
Speaking of the man, there is Johnny Radic, bald head.
And Johnny Radic on the right, and his brother Jax L. Radic on the left.
There you go. The Radic brothers. We've had Johnny on the show in one of our most loved episodes.
Yeah.
So hopefully you can top that with the fandom.
With John, John pretty much has been a part of my life since I was 15 years old. I know. I don't think he. There's some point. A lot of people don't give him enough credit. I don't think. Like, no one's perfect. Everyone's made mistakes and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but John is single-handedly one of the few people who helped develop or give opportunities to a lot of fat nerds like myself and other people who just were like, yuck, disgusting, never going to give him a chance. But John did. Like, sometimes it's bitten him in the ass. We've gotten some shockers. But,
But you gotta throw shit at the wall, see what sticks.
yeah, like, there's a lot of people, like...
and if you don't give those people a shot, you never know what they can turn into. Like, yourself and Matt Hayden and all those guys, if they weren't given the shot, you wouldn't be where you are now.
Yeah,
so.
I just think, there's some people out there that don't credit John enough, I don't think. Like, he's not perfect, but I think he deserves a bit more respect.
Yeah, well, here's John.
Cheers.
Cheers, John. I'm sure he's on the next couple shows, Powerslam, PWSA, so guys, get to there. Now we fast forward a little bit here to Rampage.
Yes.
We got what, Bones, is it? And
Bones Malone.
And who's that guy next to him?
Strange, isn't it? Strange?
Strange?
Yeah.
I think we know that guy from somewhere.
Yeah, he put him into purgatory.
He's joined the old purgatory, he's joined the scary bunch. Why are you looking so upset, mate? What's going on in that
These two actually had a fucking slobber knocker of a match. It was a live dojo show.
Yeah.
I think it was just before the world went to shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, they had a no holds barred, no DQ match, and there was skewers in the forehead, thumbtacks, tables, chairs.
Jeez.
They went absolutely crazy. And my face there is the aftermath. Like, Strange won that match.
Yeah.
Did Strange win that match for Voice of Eden? He lost?
Yeah, he got hit from a senton through the table.
That's why he went to purgatory.
That's
See,
why he
that
left.
makes sense now.
He was so upset at losing the Bones.
But hell of a match, man. Like, unfortunately, I don't think it ever actually got uploaded to my recognition.
Well,
to my
I don't want to approach
recollection.
I don't want to approach Ina and ask him. Sorry, Ina. I don't want to approach him and ask. So
He'll have some good stories. Get him on here as well.
I don't think he talks much though.
I can mimic it.
Yeah. Oh, I wanted to get Baron on here, but he doesn't talk and he's very scary.
From what we saw, he took a photo.
He took a photo.
So there's a social butterfly in him that just wants to come out. There's a social butterfly.
Yeah, but he didn't have blood all over him then. That was when he just, he came out of his hole and he took a little photo and he went back in. Here's you. Here talking about BC Dub earlier.
Yeah, Battle Championship Wrestling.
Is it Brisbane Championship?
No, that's gonna look really bad for me. But no, Battle Championship Wrestling. It was a while ago since the last time I reffed them, but this is when they came to Adelaide with the internationals and stuff.
Nice. What title was that?
The women's championship.
Women's belt. Yes. Nice. Was Savannah in that? I'm guessing.
Elise and Vixen, I think.
It was Evilise and Vixen.
Oh Vixen. Nice.
The finals was Indy Hartwell versus Evilise.
Oh, there you go.
But yeah, I reffed the match before that, and I got to hold the title, and yeah, that's me.
Nice.
Shitting myself. Look, it's even got a line in my eyes. Like a serial killer going, you can see into my soul,
You're not looking too excited.
This is one of the few times, because of my weight, I've been overlooked for certain roles, and this is one of them. They were very hesitant on giving me a chance to ref this show because of my weight. Yeah, no, I'm worried I wasn't going to be able to keep up, go to the ground, get up, because it's very hard. It's a lot harder than you think.
That's like doing a burpee every time.
But after this, I did my absolute best, and after this, he shook my hand and said I was completely wrong, you did really well, and that actually boosted my confidence to start branching out to Adelaide, other companies and stuff, because I was really scared. And I can't believe I got this opportunity and to work with some of these people. I got to ref Mick Moretti versus Angelico, and holy shit, Nick, I could not keep up with that. That was crazy, but I did in the end. I was able to get through that match and shake both their hands and say thank you for the opportunity, because that was crazy.
Well, here's to hard work and chasing your dream. That's great. I like that. All right, next one. What was this one, mate?
Oh, I was trying to...
A promo picture?
Yeah, I thought,
Got some lights and fog. Look at that.
All the wrestlers are doing it. Why not the referee, eh?
Yeah, exactly. You got to get your name out there.
Yeah, I think this was done by the Cabana Productions.
Okay. Yeah,
I think at the time, I think it was just people were messing around. I was like, why not me? All the wrestlers were getting photos, so I thought I'd
Why don't you print them
Get a
up,
photo.
put them on the merch then?
sell merch.
Sell merch.
Would you buy my merch?
Buy his merch.
Buy my merch if I ever bring it out.
We always encourage people here on Beers and Brawls to buy the wrestlers' merch. So
I
if you
thought
bring it out, it's a business. You got to get that.
that's
money in.
exactly right.
You got to pay for the taxi to the next town.
I've had some places and some wrestlers get really angry with me for even suggesting that a referee release merch because it's about the boys.
I don't see
It's
it.
about the wrestlers, not the referee.
Wrong with that at all. You want it, you put it on there, mate. What? Look, when we talked about WWE before, you remember WWE referees.
Mhm.
You remember their names, El Hebner, Charles Robinson, all those. You remember names, so it's not like
But El Hebner and all that didn't have merch.
they had
sold merch.
but they had a character though. They were somebody,
Yeah, that's
So
it.
if they did have merch, people would have brought it.
I would have bought an El Hebner shit.
Nowadays, I couldn't even tell you one referee's name from WWE, except there's one dude that's like super tanned, but I couldn't tell you any of their referees. There's no characters, no nothing. Here's you, Lockie Hendricks.
Yes, ACW
ACW.
show. I can't remember the exact show it was,
Look
but
at him.
he was one of the fucking few people that I ref from interstate from Melbourne. ACW have given me a lot of opportunities to work interstate people.
They bring in some big names.
And this was Lockie Hendricks was absolutely phenomenal to work with. Had a bit of a laugh with him afterwards. Yeah, he's someone that could easily get booked around all the other states and stuff like that. And especially with Deathmatch Down Under.
He's
at the moment.
dominating that at the moment. Definitely.
Absolutely, he's a legend.
Nice. Here's a nice. Look at that photo.
Yeah.
Stone Cold Killer. Look at him.
Yeah, that's I got that done at Wrestle Rampage. I think my first year in there, like 2019.
Yeah.
I need to update it, obviously. I think that's my latest one, but I need to get a new one.
That's your promo picture.
Yeah, just stuff.
The next wrestler match.
I don't know what I was meant to do. Smile. Referees are meant to be serious and that, so I tried doing
It's
that.
serious. You're following the rules. You got it.
Yeah, I definitely got to get an updated one.
No, definitely. It looks alright. Talking about ACW before. Here we go.
Yeah.
Look at all these people. We
of
got
them.
Jesse, Brooksy, Hayden, Jack Rosley. What a good wrestler he was.
Yeah, I think he was pretty underrated at
What
ACW.
a wrestler. You got Mundy. You got
James Cruiser.
Nacho
Man, ref.
Yeah. You got
Ace
Violet
Wilson.
Blitz. Where's Ace Wilson?
Just in the back there.
Oh, there he is, tucked away. I didn't see him back there. You got Duke Marshall,
Hunter Roberts.
Isaac Bailey.
Mm.
Look at them all.
Yeah.
Who's this guy? Is that a wrestler or is he just a...
He's a interstate wrestler. I think he's from Perth. I could be
Oh,
wrong. Voice in my head. Do you know who that is?
Alright. Sorry.
Ah!
Ah!
Which one?
I thought it was just a voice in my head.
Oh yeah, that's Aaron O.
Oh, Aaron. Yeah, Aaron something.
Oh.
Sorry for burying you if you're watching this, but fuck.
I'm sure he's watching.
We'll
He's a
edit
big
that
fan.
part out.
He's a big fan of the show. You got
But
Triton,
what
you
a
got
Dingo Richards.
Riley.
Dingo Richards.
Dingo Richards.
He's the future.
The future. Which
of,
one's he?
Revolution Wrestling. Oh,
Can you just
fuck.
point him out to the fans?
He's right. So next to Mundy and the Aaron. He's this
Aaron.
gentleman. Yeah,
We'll send
Aaron
you.
O'Malley.
Aaron
O'Malley, we'll
Thank-
send you a merch pack for Beers and Brawls for that. Sorry,
Thank you, voice in my head.
Alex apologises.
But yeah, this was a nice group photo. Like I've repped ACW quite a bit. Like not every single show, but whenever I can, I like to come back if they let me. And yeah, I have no issues working at ACW at all. And this is a good family-esque type photo that a lot of people do in their companies. And
what's this? The chick with the red hair. What's her name?
Blair Valentine.
Yeah, she was a good wrestler too.
Yeah,
Her and Rosley. Sad that they've moved on, but hopefully they're doing bigger and better things now. So next photo.
Now look,
Having to sleep on the job, mate.
what's more comfortable than the wrestling ring, you know? And I just thought, why not just have a snooze?
Have a snooze?
No, actually,
This is Riot City?
this was Riot City, another New Year's Eve show at a
You get
tiki
loose
bar.
on New Year's Eve, mate.
This
Jeez.
was at a tiki bar.
A titty bar?
Tiki.
Oh, okay.
Tiki bar, yeah, and I can't remember the exact match, but it was Hayden and Zach in a tag match
Katie and Tori.
against Katie and Tori, and I think it was like alcohol was
Tequila
involved.
death match?
Yeah, and there was a bit of drinks thrown around. I had a couple, and
New Year's Eve, why not? Let loose.
and just thought I'd have a snooze, and this is the result. But it was a great time, fantastic time, and I'm probably getting a shit ton of diseases laying on there like that. But
well, especially with Hayden rolling around and Katie Trey, there's a lot of diseases. Here we go, Rampage.
yes.
Istria.
This was Istria vs Joey Graham. I think all the Grahams are very underrated. I don't think people talk about them enough. They're just phenomenal. Like if anyone gets the opportunity to work them, you'll know afterwards that I was like, holy shit, how have we not heard of you more?
Yeah.
I've said that to him before, and like Istria as well. Like, it's just he's someone that should have been signed.
Yeah.
In my opinion,
Yeah.
I think he should have. I'm hope he's not retired or anything. So hopefully,
he's still going. He's
fingers
still going.
crossed that he can still get the opportunities that like Jonah Rock and Jag and stuff in America. But he's held so many. He's creating the youth that you'll see today or in the future.
Yeah, definitely.
He's just someone that without Wrestle Rampage, I just don't think without him there wouldn't be a Wrestle Rampage.
Yeah. Shout out to AJ Ishia. All right. Here we go. I think this is the last photo. Another Rampage.
Yeah, this is Havoc.
Havoc and Link.
Yeah, the Adventures of Havoc and Link. They formed a team down at Wrestle Rampage, and this was them winning the tag titles.
They got him. There you go.
Yeah, it was a very fun moment. Big reaction when they won the match, and obviously, Havoc's one of those guys traveling Adelaide just kicking ass. He's getting better with that.
Yeah, definitely.
And a lot of people don't do that.
Going through flaming tables.
Yeah, he's just unstoppable at the moment. He's in great shape, and I bet you he just wishes he did that 20 years ago. But yeah, absolutely.
But
he's just
that's
kicking
paved
ass.
the way for where he is now. So yeah.
Link Barnett as well.
Dominate.
Link Barnett on the right, he's also one of those guys that helps train the younger generation, and he
Yeah.
can have great matches with anyone. He's got a character, he's got a nice character,
Yeah.
and him and Havoc just work fucking phenomenally.
I've seen those
together.
two in action together, and really, really good. So yeah, shout out to them boys. Hopefully one day we can get one of those or both of those on the show.
Oh, imagine if we could get like a Riot City versus Wrestle Rampage dream card, and they can wrestle Purgatory.
Well, let's
Or you
start.
and Jet, yeah.
Who?
Oh, not you, sorry. Oh, you've got a twin. You got a twin that looks exactly like
He does. He does look a bit like me.
Retro and
He's
Jet.
better looking though.
Retro and Jet as these two would be phenomenal.
Fuck, that should have been a great question. Let's book a Riot City Rampage card, mate.
Oh.
Go on. Look, this is the last photo, so we'll get rid of that. We'll stop this. Give us 5 matches. Rampage versus Riot City. 5 matches. We'll go to another ad break, and we'll come back. Alright, Alex. Give us your dream card. You've had a moment. You've had a ad break. Let's get into it.
First things first, gotta add yourself some Devondale extra light skim milk.
Skim milk. There you go.
Yes.
Gotta watch that diet. So Devon, now give us a sponsorship.
Oh, fuck. Oh, I apologise for the desk.
That's alright. I got the trusty old Kleenex
Yeah,
here.
you always gotta have one handy when you're around me.
Yeah, oh jeez, that's a big cut.
Crazy.
Damn it, voice in my head.
Alright, dream card. Who we got? 5 matches, let's say. Keep it easy.
Okay, well,
I know there's lots that we'll miss out, but
no particular order.
no.
So we go get Matt Hayter out of there. So you got Matt Hayter versus Tommy Knight.
Oof.
I reckon that'd be a bit of a banger.
That'd be good.
Go Rat Daddy versus Chris Basso.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, I
like that.
think Rat versus Basso would be very good. He could learn a lot from Chris, I think. And
That'd be very good, yeah.
give yourself a tag match. Got to be a tag match in there. I'm going Havoc and Link. So they've got Wrestle Rampage tag champs over there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of tag teams in Riot City at the moment. Probably the most diverse tag teams going on at the moment.
Definitely.
I'll probably go against, I reckon, the Parade.
Okay, yeah, nice.
Go to Parade.
Yeah.
So it's 3. Go Survivor. We've got a Survivor Series as well. We've got to get everyone shit in. Go the Grahams.
Yeah.
So
The whole family?
Yeah, the whole family, all 4 of them. So Will Gibson, Pat Graham, Greg Graham, and Joey Graham.
Yep.
Big old foursome there versus.
Big team. That's a big team.
I reckon I'm gonna go the Bradys.
Okay.
So I reckon the Bradys would do really well, and I reckon. There you go, Jet Shaw. You know, Red Shaw and Jet.
Yeah,
I reckon, you know, I think that'd be a pretty cool match. You know, Survivor Series,
That'd
1
be
by
alright.
1.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm going to go 6 matches just because I want to see this. I think
Well, you're at 4.
my 4, we'll go 5, the 5th one. You got to throw in a Battle Royal.
Battle Royal.
Got to be a Battle Royal. Royal Rumble, even more people.
Get everyone on the show.
Go the Australian Royal Rumble, get everyone in there.
And you want a 6 match? What's the 6 match?
We'll go 7. Go 7.
Oh, Jesus. Big show.
We're going to have the classic ref versus ref.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Who we got?
Ref.
Who's this?
Well, it's me. You know,
The Ref
all
5.
of this,
The Ref 5.
the Ref 5 Master versus, I don't know, there's a couple there. Okay, you know what, just to be fair, go Michael.
Michael Kent.
There's 2 Michaels.
There is 2 Michaels.
Yeah,
What are you saying? You're saying senior
yeah,
referee?
it's up to them, you know. We can do a promo video like Austin and The Rock. Just one more time. You know, have a huge backstory.
I'm probably in the camera.
And
yeah.
7th match then.
Just something I think would be very cool to see. Baron versus Istria.
Ooh.
Yeah, the technical
Interesting.
wizard versus scary monster dude. He's very athletic. Is Baron? He could.
Yeah, definitely.
He could out-chain. Who knows? He may be a chain wrestler. You know, given the opportunity.
He probably uses chains to hurt people.
Yeah, a bit of murder.
Yeah.
I mean, he kills a bit of people with chains, so he has to know some sort of chain wrestling.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I really wish that one day the doors between those 2 companies
Don't say that word. That's all.
the forbidden door.
Don't say it. Oh.
Whether the companies can get along, I don't know. But for the fans, you know, I'm a wrestling fan, and I would pay money to see those matches, and I think, you know, a lot of fans feel the same way. They would just love to just see those 2 companies, even maybe PWSA and ACW, do one big super show, you know,
Yeah, definitely.
and see if we can sell it out. Probably not, but I just think, you know,
You never know until you try, so.
yeah, maybe one day.
Yeah. Alright, awesome. So thank you for the dream card. Thank you for taking the trip down memory lane with the photos there.
Easy, thank you for having me.
And listening to the stories. Oh, you want to leave already? Jesus.
I don't know. I thought that's what it sounded like. We'll wrap
No, we
it up.
are slowly wrapping up. Now, normally this is the part where we plug the wrestlers' social media, but obviously
I don't really have any.
you haven't got any social media. So that's alright. We won't need to plug that.
But, you know, instead of putting mine, put all the companies that I've refed.
Done.
Yeah, all the companies that I've refed in Adelaide, we'll put them all in there so that everyone can get a piece of the pie.
We'll put all the links, to all the companies that Alex refs at, all the Adelaide ones, BCW, all those to their Facebook page, websites that they've got on. We'll put all the links in the bio, in the description,
Awesome.
and we'll put obviously big thanks to all those companies that we got the photos from, and all that sort of stuff. But anything else you want to chat about while you're here, man? You got the open floor.
Oh, just fuck Jonathan Corbett, you know?
Yeah.
Fuck that guy. If he was here right now, I would just fucking... I'd ref-5 him through this table.
No, this is my good
Ref
table.
five
You
is
can't,
right
you
through
can't
here.
do this from a good table, mate.
But no, for real though, thank you for having me.
No, of course.
I
Thank you,
hope
mate.
I get to work here in the future. Obviously I will, because you wrestle everywhere, so... Yeah, just
Jared doesn't wrestle, man. He's
one day
staying
Jared
home.
will wrestle. One day we'll have Redshaw vs Jared.
Oh, what a
Dream match.
Jeez,
Yeah.
Let's put that in your dream card, eh?
So yeah, but yeah, thank you for having me.
No, I appreciate you coming on here. Appreciate you stepping out your comfort zone, doing something different. Obviously, you're not the man like the wrestlers in front of the camera and the promos and stuff like that. You are on the shows, but you know you're a huge part of the shows. Obviously, that we wouldn't be able to have the matches without you. You get involved with some of them. You behind the scenes as well on a few things at different companies. So you play a major part in all of this. So we couldn't do it without you, even though you're not the one getting all the limelight, selling the merch, all that sort of stuff. But there is things like when there's a big slam in the ring and you're jumping around and falling over, and people will remember that, and people go, that referee, that was pretty cool. So you're doing a great job, man. I love your work, and I really appreciate you coming on the show.
Thank you so much.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers. Seriously, though, fuck that Jonathan Corbett guy. Fuck it.
Thank you for joining us on another episode of Beers and Brawls. Really, really big thank you to my guest, Alex Alexson. Great to have on here a referee for the first time. So hopefully this is the first of many referees, and then hopefully we can start getting maybe some ring announcers or some commentators. All spoiler alert. But as always, check out all the companies I'm going to link in the bio. Follow your local wrestling promotions. Follow your favourites. Buy their merch. Maybe you'll see some Alex Alexson merch on the table soon. Fingers crossed. Until then, give us a like, subscribe, and till the next one. Cheers.